Alright guys, hello everyone. I want to talk about the mistakes which every developer, no matter is beginner or advanced developer, no matter, makes in his code, in his life. First mistake is poor planning. So basically it's like you just wants to jump straight into coding without preparations, and as a result you're receiving bad quality of code, and it's actually not really good from standpoint of maintaining, and you cannot extend it, you cannot test it usually. So make preparations every time, and here is the names of book which helps you to prepare better, and also services where you can draw schemas and diagrams for your code. Big functions. Yeah, it's so usual that developers like to make big functions. I don't know why, but we like it. So for example, here is the function, you reading this and you just okay, something happens. Even in this function it's quite good because there is some commands, you can understand what's happening here, but still you need to go deeper, spend your time, so it's not good. You cannot extend this function, you cannot reuse it. So always split it to the small functions. So for example, if you compare this with that function, you will see okay, it's less, it's smaller, and also it's easier to understand it as everything is split to the small function, and I can make a test for every function as well. So the next part is variables. I think we have every time situation that sometimes variables just like that, and I think it's the worst case which you can get. So please always think how you will name variable and how you will reuse it later, how other developers also understand it. So always make preparations, because this code means something, this code doesn't mean something, and you can maybe delete it later. Also, here is the small name conventions which usually use in the programming. It's camel case, Pascal case, snake case, and here is actually just how in Golang variables is calling. You're not using format tools, which makes your life easier. What I'm talking about, so for example, I will just make some random spaces and save it. You can see everything formatted, and I just pressed Command Save. When I made editing of video, I decided what the hell, it's not really fair not to show it. So guys, basically it's super simple. What you need is install EaseLint Prettier. You can Google, it will be your homework. What is that? It's basically just tool for formatting, as I said. There is necessary to install some other packages, but you can just copy it. I will paste all of that information and link to description. Yeah, you just need to set up EaseLint. All configuration is already in the internet, just take it. So you can follow this documentation which I prepared, I just made research and paste it here. Yeah, you just need to make configurations, it's super simple, and later you just adding this configuration to VS Code, and every time when you're going to save file, it will format it. It's super easy and perfect. You, for example, have review of pull request or whatever, you don't need to ask, okay, make here one more tab, space, whatever. All of that makes Prettier and EaseLint. Don't forget, use it. Writing the tests. I really often see that developers just I don't want to write tests. It's you will just like spend time, like, well, what I needed. But let me tell you, actually, writing tests is very important, especially for the part of the code which is really reusable in different places. So you can catch the bug early, you can make refactoring of that function. Also, you can make tests as documentation. It's very common, especially, for example, in Solidity, all the tests is like documentation which you can read and understand. Also, it's really improve the code quality. So don't forget to write the test when you get the time. Make your code better and the code quality as well. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you liked this video and enjoy it. And if so, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. Thank you, guys.